Hello world, from whichever time zone you're catching us from. My name is MG90 and you're tuned in to Kutika. Pay attention. The problem you got when you're still young is you have the energy and the patience for them because let kids be kids. Iris posted there, whatever. Everyone goes there. The next day, Deborah also put up nudes. So everyone is hyping out house and books. Subconsciously, if I want. You don't even realize that they're doing it. You start doing things to enhance yourself. So you're saying that no, it's men are the reasons why girls are doing this because they're hype. Did you see that?
Do something, you will succeed. You will succeed right away. You will succeed every time. Like that's a very romanticized view. Anything, which is not real. It's because life is like this.
Gives you everything.
From grade 7 actually, our friends has making proper skills and making money from grade 7 as early as that.
Yes.
So you find that time you it's wasted. So you are never noticed and towards your end of your that's when they want to chip in, and then that's why we find a lot of things to do with validating your years so that you can now try to utilize
as much as possible before you can retire, so you can make enough income. Strengthen your circle and yourself and your personality. Like, be happy. Yes, pursue whatever you're trying to pursue in terms of wealth or fame, whatever. Pursue that, but don't use that as a yardstick to say I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be more joyful. You will not, because then you realize, okay, everyone around me is on my payroll. Like, yes, that's my assistant. That's my what? Wait.
The leadership we're talking about, but leadership doesn't just limit us to the government positions. We also look at these other opportunities. Your
children based on the reality that you experience as a parent compared to what is prevailing on the ground.
Right.
The previous generation, like you getting in school and getting a career into medicine, law, accountancy, and those typical careers was like a thing. Everyone engineering, you have to aspire to that. But the ballgame has changed. Like the landscape of things is totally different. So you find that those art-based careers that people shine from, doctors are now working for those artists and whatever you call them.
You should read a little bit. Do you not say Russia went also to wanting start building a base in Mexico?
Yes.
Do you not say that building of the wall, the border between? It wasn't for migrants coming. It was just a shield of those migrants coming. No.
Some of the children, the women die without meeting them. Yet all these children should meant to be growing in that same house. I'm very now.
No, it's a no for me. There are a lot of issues that come with polygamy, so I would want just one family.
Indeed. The wife would delete this channel. Don't even dare. Why do you think the wife would allow it? Because the mind is still wide open and exposed. So whatever they see happening at the time, and if it's trending or it's happening in their circle, they will say, I want to be that. Before long, in fact, within a week, no, not really. I don't really want to do it. It's like when you say, I want this toy, daddy, but buy me once you buy that toy, like, I'm done with this. And regardless of how much you invest in that, and that's the kid, let a child be a child. You, as a parent, observe.
I think what we need to do is to change that mindset and also to make sure that there's knowledge in terms of what the law says and also people understanding the law in terms of property. So, as a lady, you are entitled to empower yourself to have that land for your kids, for your siblings, or even for yourself.
For yourself, I mean.
Yes, so you shouldn't disadvantage yourself because you are fearing the other partner who will marry you. So you need to know what the law says about property, safeguard those properties, and also be confident in terms of the person you are going to marry to say, no, this person is not marrying me because I've got a house. I think those are some of the notions. When you've got a house, you don't trust anyone who's coming in your way. You think they are coming for the properties and all that. I think when we change that notion to say, okay, if I've got this, a good person can still marry me without coming after me.
So, let's move it around this so then our expectations of a lot of things, even like business, our expectations of like business success is romanticized. Yeah. We think that just because you...
My friend, the first thing that I need to put in place, my peace, I need to make sure so where I'm coming from, the source of my happiness and my joy is from home. If there's no peace from home, I will not even have this peace, joy with you and everything. So at this particular time, I need to make sure the person I'm staying with, my wife, is happy.
You also want
Yes.
Don't do this.
So at the end of it, or behind the scenes, we're going to be friends. Yes. But I'll tell you to say, look, my MD had an STI.
Yes, that's how it goes.
Yes, the point she was putting across say, we guys are more inclined to, we hype out, everyone, it's like when a guy does something, when you get the reaction from that haircut, those muscles, so if the guy who's not pumped up, I think they also are getting it. It's subconsciously, you get the idea. So the point she was putting across that no woman wants to be like, not recognized by the men. So the majority of men are hyping or men that a girl. So the fact that that's what we're preaching, people are supposed to be innovative, so they create more space. As they say, government can only employ so much people. It's a private sector that actually thrives and grows the economy to a middle income state or whatever we're trying to grow into. But if the people do not have the necessary knowledge base of entrepreneurship, for example, the basic what's the profit, how much should I save, how much should I invest, and stuff like that. You start learning that hands-on. Oh, to their profit, was all right. To don't know ownership. So. But if you know how to balance it out from you
start learning those after getting the CGF loan.
I know we need it back. We need it after. That's a situation that was the youth empowerment.
So putting citizen in the right place.
Yes.
Rambo would get job.
Literally.
Basically because they were not properly trained.
Our parents, starting from our parents, I want to put it there, starting from our parents, and today us becoming parents, we have killed the generations. A child will just cry, I want this, mommy, you give.
Something called it.
Don't spoil a child in a way that azali akakumo kabale that no, mommy, I want that kafeka. It reach a point now when the parents begin to go negotiate. Now we are getting to pay for child.
It's a lot better to just be with someone who just sits in the background.
She sits in the background, but when you appear with them in public, the public does not approve. So you should have that personality enough whereby you say, I'm standing by my decision. This human being makes me happy, regardless of how you guys perceive that human being. Because there's that thing that we have as guys when you step out with the girl, you don't even go, wow, yeah.
That's that guy in the neighborhood who boasts a lot, and everyone.
Who's that one? Who's boasting?
So America just boasts.
In Africa, if we begin to become self-sustainable without depending on others, and that's what Muammar Gaddafi started doing. He wanted to have United States of Africa, and that was a threat to America.
Listen. So because of the hate you have with America, you come in your neighboring country with a majority population that still supports you and loves you, and you start killing.
Get this one.
Dear men, dear rich men, why are you marrying one wife with all that wealth? You can't enjoy all that wealth with one woman. Marry us now.
No. I've interacted with a lot of ladies. It looks fancy from the outside, but living with a lot of ladies in the house, conflict is inevitable. There's that scripture that says it's better to live on top of the roof than in the house of a naggy. Now imagine living in a house with two naggy women, my friend.
The body shows the reality. Just look at what happens in Bali.
I've never thought about it, but it wouldn't be a bad idea.
You've seen a lot of girls who drop out of school due to lack of sanitary pads, and this is a reality. There are some schools they will start this job into grade 4, grade 5, even before they start attending. But that particular school she was going to, I didn't never touch that particular item, so she didn't know what was happening to her. So usually what happens if the lady is not properly secured, she will be very uncomfortable. She can't even concentrate in class. So eventually she had to deal with that. And that also was a bit uncomfortable, and he didn't know where to start from and what to do.
Well, where we are at this point, people have tried before to get here. Gaddafi tried it, it did not go very well, or tried to...
Initially, we saw them pull out because of maybe political instability, although I know where there was a bit of political instability, and
mostly our political parties in our continent, they are funded by the West. So now you can imagine those that stop buying and they're also not buying a product, and all they just say is they're substandard.